Hello. This isn't one of our normal videos, so if you're new here and you thought you'd check out all this To Go Roam thing's all about, sorry to say this isn't a video for you. We would like you to go to our channel, pick one of our other fabulous videos and check it out. And don't fear, normal service will return next week. We've had a question recently from one of our viewers, Linda Firth, who wondered whether we are planning a video anytime soon on the following subject. Risk assessment, that's prior to retirement or during retirement, to avoid any surprises, and how we consider mitigation if and when things don't go according to plan. Strangely, we've been working in the last week on that specific video and even shared in a behind the scenes video with our Patreons exactly what we were planning to do with that specific video. And this is one of the areas where we're really excited to delve deeper into this because we think we can be really helpful. And this is one of those videos that we're really excited about delving into because we think that there's a lot that we can offer help and advice on to other people. And we are still working on that video. We didn't expect that that question or us working on this specific video would act as a foreshadowing, but we've had some very sad and shocking news in the last couple of days that my dad back home in the UK has passed away. Although he's not been in great health for a while now, this has been a massive shock and saddening event to our whole family. And look, I'm not going to dwell on that in this video. I'm still processing all of this in my own mind, and we share a lot on our YouTube channel, you know that. This is something that we are going to keep private. So what I want to do instead is I want to talk about what's to come for To Go Roam, because you know we've got a plan for this year. We've got this self-defense training that we're embarking upon at the moment. And this obviously does impact what our plans were. And I also think in what I'm going to share now, there may be a couple of areas where you can learn something and you may change your plans and implement some of the things that we have done to ensure that if things ever do go awry on your journey to retirement or in retirement, this can help you out. Also, you'll see if you left comments recently that we haven't been responding to comments. I'm sure you understand that our mind's been elsewhere, but we will be back on it, don't worry. So coming back to that question from Linda around what plans we have to mitigate when things can and do go wrong, I want to just dive into that a little bit. Before we'd started our travel, we'd already put in place both an approach and a perspective on life. And talking about the perspective, well, that is things will go wrong. Either for Sarah and I, things will go wrong, or for family and friends back home. And the perspective we've got is when something happens, all bets are off. We drop everything, we do what needs to happen. There's no question around what type of incident implicates a certain outcome. We've just decided from a perspective that if there's something we feel we need to act on, which is out of the norm, we just do it. And the practical resource that we put in place to enable this is that we have an emergency fund. And that fund, we know exactly where it is and how to access it. And the reason why that's important is that when things happen like this, I don't want to be spending time thinking about where am I going to collect X from to put into Y. I just want to know, I know where that money is and I know how I can turn to it. It's also at times like this that really us having the service that we have from the UK called Device really comes into its own and moves from being useful to being critical. I'm still in Thailand at the moment and I need a UK phone number to speak to UK government agencies and to companies and businesses in the UK. And I can't do that through Facebook Messenger or Facebook Video or WhatsApp. I need to have an easily recognizable number that any of them can contact me on as and when required. Now don't go thinking that this is me pushing our sponsorship. We don't have a relationship with Device. We're not sponsored by them. This is me saying that at times like this, when you want to remove the periphery issues that are around you, device is just working. I can pick up the phone, I can ring my sister, I can ring my brother, I can ring all these organisations, and everyone knows it's a UK number, it's nice and easy. And not only that, anyone from the UK watching this video planning on travelling, please do investigate device or something like it. I'm not pushing it. What I'm saying is, at times like this, that's when you realise I'm so pleased I had that service in place. Just to add to that, with device, all UK phone calls are free. And as you can imagine, I'm on the phone a lot at the moment, and I'm not having to think, oh, how much is this going to cost me? It's not costing me anything. We're also working closely with our friends at Core Combat. They're the people through which we're doing our self-defense training. And they're handling all of the work that needs to be done with the immigration and visa activity to enable us to leave the country, get our 90-day reporting done early before it's needed to be done, and also to ensure that everything's in place so that we get a re-entry visa when we return to Thailand after being in the UK. So I'd just like to thank, if you're watching, Tik, Sakan and Jamie of Core Combat. You guys are actually incredible. So although we're returning to the UK, do not fear, we've actually been working on a number of videos over the last few weeks that actually relate very closely to what our viewers are saying they want in the comments. So those are going to be coming out, and normal service will prevail next week. And we're starting with a deep dive into the life of Neil and Sarah. We have so many questions and statements from people saying, well, you don't share what you're invested in, or what is it that you do about this? What are you, Neil and Sarah, doing about various things? We've recorded a deep dive video going into all of that in, I think, 6 or 7 different categories. And that video is long. That's not a 10 or 20 minute video. I forget what it is off the top of my head. I think it's about a 45 minute or an hour. So that's next week's video. And the videos that come out the weeks after that actually deep dive into a number of the elements that we discuss. So basically we're saying in the first video, this is what Neil and Sarah do. And then in a follow-up video, we are saying, here's what you can do. Here's some options and advice on what you can do. Not only that, you may know that we've now got the To Go Roam website, togoroam.com website, up and running at last. If you've ever looked for it in the past, it's been awful, but now it works. And what we're going to do with each of those videos is there'll be an associated free download PDF of things that you can use. There are tables that you can use to complete activities for yourself, or just checklists. So all of that is coming, and to be honest, Sarah and I have been so excited about releasing that stuff to you. And so we're currently working on getting flights arranged back to the UK, which in these times is not as straightforward as I thought it would be or hoped it would be. We're looking forward to getting back. It's going to give Sarah a chance to see her mum and see her family. And it's going to give me a chance to see my sister and brother and give them a big hug. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.